life was a necessity. They relied upon it. I heard more raised voices up ahead, pockets of arguments breaking out around me. Silent discontent was fast becoming noisy anger. I turned to the mother behind me. She looked at me with wide eyes, gathering her children in close. "Go home," I hissed. "It's not safe out here." "Can't go home yet. I got to trade for food. We've nothing left to eat. I need more firewood too, or we're going to freeze." I fished inside my rucksack and pressed a bag of dried peas into her hand, along with a precious jar of honey. "It's not much, but take it," I said. "Hide it before anyone sees." She stood there gaping. "What? You're giving me this stuff? I've got some jewellery to trade you for it." She shoved the items inside her clothes and began fishing around in a tatty cloth bag slung across her body. "It's okay," I said. "There's no time. You better get out of here. It's turning nasty." The queues had disintegrated, and the street was now swollen with angry traders and frightened families. "Thank you so much," the woman said, her hand pressed over her heart where she held the food in place. "I won't forget this." She turned and left, her 2 boys shepherded in front of her. It was time for me to leave too. There was no way I'd get any trades done today. But then I heard the unmistakable burst of rapid automatic weapons fire. The sound was close, and I dropped to the ground. A few people screamed. Some ran, others froze. And then things turned even uglier. Fights began to explode around me. A man yanked a bag of provisions away from a young woman and ran off. She yelled, outraged, pulled out a knife from her waistband and gave chase. I risked standing up again. I had to get out of there, quickly. Uniformed guards flooded the compound, firing shots into the air. Their appearance stopped the mayhem for a brief moment, and everything grew silent. It was as though someone had pressed the pause button. But as quickly as it stopped, the madness started up again. Where the hell was Pa? He was supposed to meet up with me here after his meeting, but there was no way he'd find me in this chaos. I spun around as someone grabbed hold of my shoulder, my fist already pulled back to punch whoever it was. But it was okay. It was only the woman from before. "Whoa," she said, leaning back. I lowered my arm and realised my heart was thumping hard. "It's not safe," she said. "Come with me." "It's okay, I'm armed." I tapped the weapon at my waist. "Against all this lot?" She waved her arm in a sweeping motion, and I took in the pandemonium, the screaming and yelling, the running and shouting. "Come on," she said. I glanced wildly around one more time for Pa, but it was no good. I'd never find him here. The woman's kids were staring up at me, and I gave them a quick smile before nodding and letting their mother lead the way. To my surprise, we headed toward the exit wall and not the interior of the compound where I presumed she lived. But this way looked infinitely more dangerous, with people stampeding to get through the main gates, creating a bottleneck as they tried to escape the machine gun fire and the violence of the crowd. A voice suddenly boomed through a megaphone. "Clear the streets. Curfew now in place. Clear the streets. Curfew now in place. Clear the streets immediately." "Where are we going?" I yelled above the noise, but she either didn't hear me or chose to ignore me, keeping up her hurried pace. The children clutched at her coat, following on behind. She skirted the main body of the exiting crowd and made her way down a narrow side street to a cluster of large grey dumpsters at the entrance to an alley. Turning to check I was still following her, she and her children slipped into the alley. I hesitated. It was deserted down here, the sounds of the riot already falling away. Footsteps behind me rang out on the cold concrete. I gave a start and turned. It was a man running toward me. My fingers inched down to my Saiga semi-automatic, but I needn't have worried. The man kept on running down the road, away into the distance. "Come on," the woman said. "Let's get out of here." "Do you live down here?" I asked. "Yeah, kind of. I'm Lou, by the way." "Oh, right, yeah. I'm Riley." The high brick walls of the alley looked like the backs of shops or houses, with small dark windows and the occasional door. It was creepy and deserted, and smelt of rotting things. As I followed Lou and her kids, I worried about Pa, and prayed he wasn't getting caught up in the violence. "Maybe I should wait here," I said.